Hey, what's going on? So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my new truck. This is a 2022 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. So my old truck here is a 2016, basically the exact same setup. They both have the Z71 package. They're both the LT model. The new truck feels way bigger, just in every capacity that it could be. It feels higher up when you're getting in. I measured off the trailer hitch in the back and the tailgate, and they're both 4 inches taller on the new truck. So big jump in height. On the new truck, they've made the step here on the back corner bigger than on the back one. And they added one to the side here, where on the old truck I had to have the long bed rails so that I could actually access the top. They've added that step, which is pretty nice. This truck came with the factory installed rail here, which actually is solid. The one that I installed, it's pretty wiggly and loose. I mean, it's loosened up over the years. It was tighter, but even when I installed it, it felt loose compared to the factory installed ones. I'm super pumped about the trailering mirrors. I've had these little dinky mirrors on this truck, and to have this upgrade is really cool. It's got the convex mirror on the bottom, and then it's got the bigger mirror on the top. From what I've researched, only this mirror is heated, the bottom one is not. It also has these accessory lights, as well as there's lights here that come on you can use for task lighting. It's got the 20-inch rims, which I didn't really want the bigger rims because they're more expensive, but this was the truck that was available, so it's the one that I got. One feature that I'm expecting to break soon is it has a power down and power up tailgate, which is pretty cool. I opted to have rhino lining done. It did not come with this, so I had them do it at the dealership before I picked it up. There's a 120 volt outlet in the back, which is pretty handy. I can't wait to use that. I did order a cap yesterday, so I'm a cap guy, so I can't do without it. So to put the tailgate back up, you just push that same button and it goes up on its own, which is pretty sweet. Another thing that I didn't want, but it came with, is the park assist thing, so it beeps when you're backing into stuff. I'm really nervous about that with plowing, that it's just going to be beeping constantly, so we'll see how that goes. It has a non-capped gas tank, so you just put the thing in there. I don't know what this is for. I guess maybe if you have a diesel, it's for DEF fluid. That's my guess. All right, let's get in the truck. Just take a quick look here. You can see here, it's very spacious. It's actually black. The other truck was more of like a gray interior, but this is darker. I like that. The back seat is enormous. This is a full crew cab. My last truck was an extended cab, or a double cab as they call it. There's storage in the seats, which is really interesting. The only problem with that is I've been trying to find seat covers for the back seat, and none of them have access panels for this. So I think what I'm going to do is buy seat covers and then just cut a square out of them, which seems like I can't believe I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do that. It's got a little cup holder there. There's also cup holders here, as well as charging station for whoever's in the back. Comes with cheap rubber floor mats. I did buy upgraded Husky liners for the front, which I'm going to do a video on in the future. And of course there's change down here, because it's a family tradition when we get a new vehicle in my family that my parents always have thrown change under the seats. I don't know what that's about. I think it was like back in the day. I think it's a family tradition that they had when they were kids or something. I don't know if it's an Italian thing or whatever, but I think it used to be so, like, if you had a toll or needed gas, you could get some change, but you know, quarter isn't going to get you very far nowadays. This does have the under seat storage too, which is pretty sweet. All right, once we're in the truck, it's got a pretty big dashboard here. It does have push to start, so just do that quickly so you can see this. They moved things around in here, so like the brake controller is down here. The brake controller used to be up here, and it used to be a button on the shifter for tow haul mode, and now it's over here, and I haven't really played with it to see what that does. It does have power mirrors, so these things power come in. They manually extend, so if you're trailering, you just pull them out. It's got a center console. The old truck did not have a center console. This is an option. You can get it with the front row seat, but this truck just came with this. I didn't really have any option. It's got a power outlet right here, which is sweet, so I can charge my drills. Again, there's that one in the back, so I can charge a drill in the back once I have the cap on. You can operate the tailgate from right here. This is where you can turn off the park assist. Now, part of the weird thing when they get these trucks out right now is there is a chip shortage still. This is October 2022, and there's still a chip shortage. So I have no that parking thing. They're actually non-operational right now. And the heated seats, heated steering wheel, and I think there's something else. There's chips missing for all that. So I have to go back to get those chips installed later on. Just like the previous versions, there's a lower dash and an upper dash. This one feels a little bit smaller than it did in the last truck. My old truck had 3 cup holders right here. This one has 2 here, but it also has 2 more here, as well as the 2 in the back. In the door, it's got 2 cup holders and a tray, which is the same as the old model. There's also this nifty storage slot right here. I still wish that there was access to everything underneath this, because there's just a big hollow space under here, and I would really like to be able to use that. And it has a massive center console, which just seems like a big bottomless pit. I've actually ordered a thing that is like a divider and a tray that goes here. I got that off Amazon. I'm going to be doing a video on that later on, so stay tuned for that one. And more charging ports, SD slot, aux in, you know, that kind of stuff. Up top here, you got light controls. You've got your OnStar and normal things like that they send with you free for a month, and I opted to not get them after that. This truck has a sliding rear window, so this controls that. On the dashboard on this thing, this is like a computer. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. There's Apple CarPlay, Spotify. I've moved everything around. There used to be not spaces, but I just wanted to make this screen what I needed it. You can turn on the camera at any time, which is pretty cool. There's a backup camera, and then you can switch it to trailering, so it has a single line. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a single line, so you can line up your trailer hitch. And then there's actually another camera that points straight down that looks at the trailer hitch. So once you get close, you switch to that one, and you can get an exact hookup every time. So that's about it as far as the truck goes. I don't really know much about the specifics of like the engine. This is the 6.6 liter gas. This is not a diesel. I don't really know what else to say. It's a truck. It's a really nice truck. Probably nicer than what I need, but it's really, I mean, there's not really a whole lot of options nowadays. It's either like work truck or this, or you go with like the high country, like the LT Z, the really expensive models. And I didn't want any of that fancy, super expensive stuff, but I didn't want a work truck. I wanted some of the amenities that were a little bit higher than that, and unfortunately, you can't even order a truck right now. The only reason I got this truck was somebody ordered it and backed out of the deal, and it became available, so I jumped on it. So anyway, I'm really excited about it. Nervous to drive it because it's a new vehicle, and it's always a little scary. But yeah. So if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up down below. And if you're interested in more stuff about this truck, I'm going to be doing lots of videos coming out about the stuff that I'm adding on. I've got that divider, I've got seat covers, I've got rain guards I'm putting on, I've got the cap coming in. So as all that stuff is getting added on, I will be doing some more videos about that. So stay tuned for that, subscribe for more, and I will see you on the next video.